Welcome to Little Talks, your weekly dose of marketing news, trends, and insights from Littlefield Agency. Grab your coffee, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Welcome back to another edition of Little Talks with Littlefield Agency. I am Sam Littlefield. With me is my suave, handsome, strong, tan, Steve Roop.
Or just Roop.
Roop is it's Mardi Gras, by the way. Happy Mardi Gras for all those that celebrate. What a great day, a festive. I woke up in a great mood. Kids are in a great mood. And Roop is dogging himself because he has the bad camera.
No, he wanted, everyone at home should know, or in the office or the car.
I think most people listen. I don't think many people watch.
Oh, way more people watch. I have the analytics to prove it. He's trying to think. Here's the deal. We have 3 cameras, and the best one is on Sam.
Is that true, Claudia? Because this is news to me.
This is 100%
I would like
Roop,
to.
you have the second best camera.
Thank you. The second. You know what? I would like to petition. Give you the best camera.
No.
I don't give a. Take the best camera.
No, you got to have the best camera. I don't know why we don't. Have
I don't
two.
think we need. I don't think.
Why don't we have 2 best cameras?
Well, that is something we take up with you, Sam.
I was wondering. Boy, you're training her well, you dog.
Podcast budget.
Claudia, oh my goodness. Happy Mardi Gras for all those that celebrate. I was asking Claudia and Roop, and I said, what are you guys up to later? And they both said nothing. And
yeah.
I always, I have a drink because as a Catholic person, tomorrow is Ash Wednesday, and you fast all day, and you, do you actually eat? I don't usually eat maybe like a small meal at the end of the
Rocco
day.
and I have been discussing it, and he told me I can have 2 small meals that equal up to 1 normal meal.
Okay, throughout the whole day?
Throughout the whole day.
I usually fast.
I usually do
breakfast and lunch.
Yeah, that's what I do. And
then I do
dinner.
a small dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
okay.
do.
Cool. All right, we're tracking.
Is there a baby cake today?
Yes.
There's a king cake. Where is it, by the way?
We've been waiting for it.
Is it in transit?
It's coming all the way from New Orleans.
Hit that button.
Let's go. I don't know where it is.
Claudia, you only do this every week.
I
for 2
know.
years. There we go. Yeah, so that's actually
Gets
kind of a
lost.
big deal. We had a wonderful employee. He left us because he moved. This was years ago. Got 10 years ago, I think.
Ellis?
Yeah, Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
Ellis.
Love Ellis.
He has Louisiana roots and provide us with the best king cake, and we decided to splurge and order it and get it. So anyway, really excited. A couple of announcements. We told you all last week we had a big team, 4 people from the agency with our beloved partners, Ditch Witch. We're up in Seattle, Roop's third favorite city. And really, really successful shoot, some really cool footage, some really cool nature played a cool part in this, which is just great, which I think is why the shoot was up there. So congrats to them, and can't wait to see that footage come to life here in the next couple of months. Brandon Bergen hit it. Yeah, let's go, Claude. I call him Boomerang Brando because
He's got a lot of nicknames.
He worked here for 7 years, left to go full production, and we supported him in that endeavor. And then he boomeranged back here 3 years ago, and 7 + 3 is
10, I think.
And 10 years here at the agency, and he goes, "Oh, wait, do the impression."
Oh, I wish you would not make a thing of it.
Well, we do make a thing of it,
Yeah.
Brandon. And he's like, "Well, I technically left you guys for a little bit.
I wasn't here
I wasn't
consecutively.
here."
It was like 2 years, though. It wasn't even that many
Not even
years.
that long. So I told Brandon, I said, "Hey, I don't care. You've given us 7. You've given us 3. That math is mathin' at 10. So Brandon, happy 10-year anniversary. It's a big deal. A decade at an agency, a decade at any company is a big deal. We take pride in our average employee tenure being 8.1 years. Brandon, you play a part of that. So thank you for your service. And our last shout out before we get into this really fun topic. I'm really excited about this, Roop. I am speaking to this wonderful prospect. Her name is Shanna at a very, very, very legit company. She is wonderful. We have crossed paths before. We're on the forefront of just some conversations. But Shanna enjoyed the time this morning. Excited for the next couple of weeks ahead. And with that, we go into today's topic, which Roop I think is good. Claude, let's hit it. Wonderful. Roop, take it away.
Oh, boy. Let's see here.
Oh, gosh. God,
Yeah.
hey, pick up that energy, boy.
You know what it is?
It's Mardi Gras.
I'm on Zyrtec. And
If you have
allergies,
allergies?
sinuses, the whole thing.
You know why? Because it's 70 degrees in the
Yeah.
middle of February when
Mine
2
were
weeks ago we were in a
terrible
winter
this morning.
storm.
I killed 2 wasps in my basement this weekend. They don't know what to do.
how are they in your basement?
I wish I knew, but
That's
like, why were they
crazy.
alive? It's February.
Yeah, no, those suckers are, I
They're
hate
confused.
them. Okay,
Today's
on to the topic.
Today's topic is entitled Beyond Likes and Views, Marketing Signals That Actually Matter.
Yes, I
So
love
we're
this.
going to talk a little bit about analytics today and the things that we look for when we're doing work. Like we strategize, we plan, we execute, but then there's the whole part afterwards where we want to know what the results were of that work. And it's pretty easy to fall into what we call vanity metrics, things like likes and the big numbers.
Impressions, likes,
Yeah.
clicks. You say vanity, I say soft. And by the way, soft is not a bad thing. They're important in the overall marketing picture.
Well,
but
I think they're called vanity, and they're called vanity because because people like to feel good. They make you feel good, right? Like people like to say, "I've got 1 million followers on Instagram."
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better question is how much money or how many clients have come from that 1 million followers?
Yeah, they don't pay the bills, right?
No.
Maybe for the Kardashians.
Yeah, and vanity metrics definitely have a place. Like they're not completely trashed. They're awareness tactics, things like that. They're okay for them, but
Yeah, and I want to. Can I interject something?
Absolutely.
Before we talk about what do these vanity metrics lead to? Guy, he's a good friend and it was an awesome client. Still works for it, but Spencer Campbell from Ditch Witch, Ditch Witch of the Rockies. Spencer, shout out to you. I will send this to you. I remember we're sitting in an analytics meeting. This is before COVID. This is before we had media and analytics back here in house.
Yeah.
So we'd present back with our media partner at the time, Southwest Media Group, and someone in the room goes, "You got 400,000 visitors to the website this year. Yay, that's awesome, right?" And I was an account guy at the time and much younger with much more hair. And Spencer Campbell goes, "Hey, that's great. Are those all qualified leads?"
wow.
Ooh,
Yeah,
oh my gosh, I get goosebumps thinking
that's
about
the
it.
question.
And that hit me, and I was like, "Oh, that is a really good point." And then COVID happened, and then we decided to reshape. And honestly, it was Spencer that lit that fire of like, we need to think well beyond impressions and visitors.
Yeah.
What are people doing? What we like to call post-click, beyond the click, which we're going to get to here in a second. But Spencer, that one's for you, buddy, because that still resonates with me today. And it's why we completely shifted our agency during the pandemic.
And to explain that shift a little better, we always cared about analytics, but we never had a department or
Dedicated.
or people like we have now with Chris and his team
Yep.
that aren't just dedicated to monitoring and watching them, but acting on them with the media buys and
Yes.
targeting they do.
Then let's shift into pipeline impact, please.
Okay, so script.
Hey, we got a good one
We
today.
have a good one.
A lot of words
It has
on
red
this
lines.
script.
Red lines are how we're going to start our talking
Okay,
points.
cool.
So if marketing disappeared tomorrow, what would your pipeline shrink? Is one way to kind of look at this.
I like that.
So, it's not about form fills, although those are great. That can be a conversion for you. But did that form fill actually lead someone to be more qualified to purchase from you? Did you learn from them and their journey through a CRM and signals and activities and things they've done around your brand and your brand properties like your website and your social and your
Yep.
email, in person, things like that? Have they led to a way that they're a qualified sales lead? And have you defined what a qualified sales lead is, which I don't think everyone has done?
Now, as I've talked to a lot of prospective clients, most of them really struggle on the CRM side of things, right? Hey, what is, whether, let's say you have HubSpot, Salesforce, whatever CRM of your choosing, what's their lead score? Again, we work in longer sales cycles, 8 months to 18 months on average. So how are we moving people along and nurturing them from a paid media standpoint to organic to all things content related? That is a huge thing. And one example I want to bring up is most agencies do this measurement planning, right? Mapping that out. What does that look like? Assigning a KPI to every marketing dollar spent. Years ago, I remember this. This was awesome. Had a client come up to us internally. They saw a paid social ad that had like 14 likes and maybe a couple of comments. And then their competitor had, 700 likes and, all this engagement. And what I love about the measurement plan, right, is that particular ad was not meant to drive engagement and likes. It was meant to drive clicks. And so Chris and team, this was the coolest thing ever. Go, hey, actually, that ad is doing exactly what we want it to do. You've driven, X amount of thousands of clicks. those clicks actually resulted in an RFI request for information form. And from that one social ad, you actually got 10 people interested in your product. And that was cool.
Yeah.
Because, right, it's back in the day, it would be like, oh, yeah, oh my gosh, what that ad's not for me. No, that ad is hitting exactly the way it should be hitting.
Yeah, and you kind of were hitting on it there. You have to define what marketing signals do matter for you. You have to define those things. You have to know. It's not going to be the same for everybody, but knowing what those are helps us do our job better and measure those things.
So let's talk about revenue and ROI indicators. Are we spending $1 to make $3?
Yeah.
Are we spending money just to, and I've got so many good past client examples of this, just to get applause. Oh, hey, marketing's doing its thing. Or, hey, I saw that ad. Great. To appease, we've had brands that will geofence the CEO, waste marketing dollars, or the owner. Very rarely do we work with owners anymore. Because you're like, oh, if our CEO doesn't see the ad, marketing is not working.
No. And that so this is
bonkers to me.
That's a vanity.
It's a vanity.
That's a vanity on steroids.
That is a vanity
right
on steroid metrics.
But when you're talking about revenue and ROI indicators, you're looking at what's actually influencing that move and how much it does and how much it costs you to do it. And these costs all add up to, you don't want to spend more than your.
No, of course. Yeah. You don't want to be losing money on your spend.
You're looking at things like CAC. What's that, Sam?
Customer acquisition cost. Give me another one.
You're looking at things like ROAS.
Return on ad spend, as Chris Kaiser would say, ROAS.
And you're looking at MERS, MERs.
Ooh, hold on. Enlighten me.
It's right on your script.
Marketing efficiency. That's not a frickin'. That you set me up.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a setup.
FML.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, you want to maintain cost. And so that's something Chris's team is always looking at as well, is trying to set a reasonable cost per acquisition and bring that down, bring that number down.
Well, and we had a client years ago. This is more when we weren't as focused in the B2B and B2B2C space that we are in now. And one of the marketing team was like, hey, we're getting a $65 ROAS on paid search. And he was like, that's incredible. And we said, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And that ROAS was yielding a lot of money for him. Well, let's take everything else that we're spending with you all and just put it all into paid search, which in theory, right, interesting point. But we said, hey, Mr. Client, that's actually not a good way to do that because we still need brand awareness to drive this paid search. People actually searching your brand, people looking for competitors, we're present, et cetera. Yeah. So as you think about, hey, ROI indicators, this is performing incredibly well. This is not yielding as much. Well, that's an awareness. That's a YouTube sequential ad. We're not expecting them to immediately convert.
Yeah, these things are all part of links in a chain that all go together to pull that lead in.
And then customer quality signals, Roopster.
Yeah, so the point to make is what it says is high volume doesn't equal high value.
Yeah. And again, going back to the 400,000 website visitors, Mr. Campbell.
The example I like to give is if you had a new website, it's a white page with a red button, and you had 1 million people come to and that's all it's on there.
I miss this analogy.
White page, red button, that's it. Nothing else on the page. User can do nothing but click the button or leave. If you had 1 million people come to that page, you're probably thinking you're doing pretty good. But if none of them click the button, it doesn't matter. So that's volume over.
Brother, I miss that analogy. I haven't heard that since it's been years, but it is so true.
Yeah. So
and we as marketers want to do so many different things. So hey, buy this, upsell that. Yes. Everyone doesn't want to be sold immediately.
No.
When they are ready to be sold, is it relevant? And what is that red button? I think that's important.
So you're wanting not all leads are going to be the same. You want marketing qualified, and beyond that, you want to be able to repeat with them, retain them, upsell them later in life, things like that. So once you've made the sale, they're really not done yet, right? So there's a lifetime value to that customer, which we also want to look at and track.
Yeah, and again,
easier to do with a CRM.
Yeah, heck of a lot easier to do in today's world, absolutely. And then thinking through, right, as we alluded to earlier, longer sales cycles.
Yeah.
We talked about it with Mike a couple of weeks ago, right? Hey, there are some people that come in and they need to buy your equipment. That does happen from time to time. Yeah. That is a beautiful thing. There are also people that have to get purchasing authority. Mm-hmm. It might be through governments, major companies, global accounts. And so when that person comes in the middle of February in 2026, but they don't convert until late October, right? How are we feeding that funnel, keeping them nurtured along? Again, goes back to a lot of different playing pieces from a paid standpoint, from a CRM nurture standpoint, content strategy, et cetera. And that's the beauty of that program.
Yeah, and you're wanting to stay in front of them until they're ready to buy.
Yep, that's exactly right. And that's probably a good way to put it. That's a perfect way to put it. I was going to add on that, but I'm getting better at this.
Oh, after 5 years?
Hey, I'm a slow learner, okay?
We have a live broadcast we're doing in about a week, or is it this week?
Hey, no, it is next week. Well, we'll tease that on the podcast. Mark your calendars, actually. This is cool. Well, you do have to register through. So RSW is a great partner of ours. And on February 27th, 11 a.m. to 12:30 Central, yours truly, going live in front of a bunch of agency marketers.
Our first live.
We'll provide a clip in one of our future podcasts because it's a pay to register kind of thing. So, but I believe we get access to that, and I'm glad you said that.
Yeah,
we'll give RSW a shout.
I was just thinking after 5 years, you learned in time for our live debut.
Yeah, I see. Hey, okay. Good Lord, all right. So is that it, Roop?
Yeah,
I think that's it.
We had one more bullet point. We just wanted to leave with awareness does matter, but you got to measure the right stuff. Yep. So, some vanity metrics tend to kind of sway into the awareness category, and that's fine. That has its place, as you just described. Awareness is part of the chain that pulls the guy in. So
absolutely.
You got to have it.
Yep. Full funnel conversion. Here we are in 2026 in the world of AI, and that marketing funnel that you learned about 10, 20, 30 years ago is still as relevant as ever. And it's a beautiful thing. Roop, thank you. You handsome, suave.
What is happening today?
It's Mardi Gras.
It's Mardi Gras, that's it.
For our friends celebrating Mardi Gras tonight, have a drink, have fun, Fat Tuesday, eat a king cake. If you get the baby, what happens, Claude?
I thought it was good luck, but it actually means you have to provide
buy the cake, yeah.
For the next year.
Yeah. It's like making a hole-in-one. It's like the best thing in the world, but then you got to buy everyone's drinks. What? Yeah. Made up these rules. It's insane. That's okay. We'll see who gets the king. We'll report on that next week. And for you all, have a wonderful rest of your week. We will catch you next when we're back at it. Roopster, as always, a pleasure and an honor.
Thank you, sir.
You tan man. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Adios.
And that's a wrap. We hope you found a spark of inspiration for your marketing strategy. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us at Littlefield Agency to keep the conversation going. Catch you next time.